One day, while walking in the bamboo forest, an old, childless bamboo cutter called Taketori no Okina came across a mysterious, shining stack of bamboo. After cutting it open, he found inside it an infant the size of his thumb. He rejoiced to find such a beautiful girl and took her home.
He and his wife raised her as their own child and named her Kaguya Hime. Thereafter, Taketori no Kina found that whenever he cut down a stack of bamboo, inside would be a small nugget of gold. Soon, he became rich. Kaguya Hime grew from a small baby into a woman of ordinary size and extraordinary beauty. At first, Taketori no Kina tried to keep her away from outsiders, but over time, the news of her beauty spread.
Eventually, five friends came to Taketori no Okina's residence to ask for the beautiful Kaguya Hime's hand in marriage. The friends eventually pursued Taketori no Okina to tell a reluctant Kaguya Hime to choose from among them. Kaguya Hime concocted impossible tasks for the friends, agreeing to marry the one who managed to bring her specified item. That night, Taketori no Okina told the five friends what each must bring. The first was told to bring her the stone begging bowl of the Buddha Shakyamuni from India. The second, a jewel branch from the mythical island of Harai. The third, the legendary robe of the fire rat of China. The fourth, a colored jewel from a dragon's neck. And the final prince, a cowrie shell born of swallow.
Realizing that it was an impossible task, the first prince returned with an expensive stone bowl, hoping that Kaguya Hime would believe it to be real. But after noticing that the bowl did not glow with holy light, Kaguya Hime saw through his deception. Likewise, two other princes attempted to deceive her with fakes but also failed. The fourth gave up after encountering a storm, while the final prince lost his life in his attempt. After this, the Emperor of Japan, Mikado, came to see the strangely beautiful Kaguya Hime and upon falling in love, asked her to marry him. Although he was not subjected to the impossible trials that had thwarted the princess, Kaguya Hime rejected his request for marriage as well, telling him that she was not of his country and thus could not go to the palace with him. She stayed in contact with the emperor, but continued to rebuff his requests and marriage proposals.
That summer, whenever Kaguya Hime saw the full moon, her eyes filled with tears. Though her adoptive parents worried greatly and questioned her, she was unable to tell them what was wrong. Her behavior became increasingly erratic until she revealed that she was not of this world and must return to her people on the moon. In some versions of this tale, it is said that she was sent to the earth, where she would inevitably form material attachment, as a temporary punishment for some crime, while in others, she was sent to earth for her own safety during a celestial war. The gold that Taketori no Okina had been finding had in fact been a stipend from the people of the moon, sent down to pay for Kaguya Hime's upkeep.
As the day of her return approached, the emperor sent many guards around her house to protect her from the moon people. But when an embassy of heavenly beings arrived at the door of Taketori no Okina's house, the guards were blinded by strange light.
Kaguya Hime announced that though she loved her many friends on earth, she must return with the moon people, her true home. She wrote sad notes of apology for her parents and the emperor,
Then gave her parents her own robe as a memento. She then took a little of the elixir life, attached it to her letter to the emperor, and gave it to a guard officer. As she handed it to him, her feather robe was placed on her shoulders,
and all her sadness and compassion for the people of the earth were apparently forgotten.
The heavenly entourage took Kaguya Hime back to Tsukinomiyako, leaving her earthly foster parents in tears.
The parents became very sad and were soon put to bed sick. The officer returned to the emperor with the items Kaguya Hime had given him as her last mortal act and reported what had happened. The emperor read her letter and was overcome with sadness. He asked his servants, "Which mountain is the closest place to heaven?" To which one replied, "The great mountain of Suruga province." The emperor ordered his men to take the letter to the summit of the mountain and burn it, in the hope that his message would reach the distant princess. The men were also commanded to burn the elixir of immortality, since the emperor did not wish to live forever without being able to see her. The legend has it that the word immortality became the name of the mountain, Mount Fuji. It is also said that the kanji for the mountain are derived from the emperor's army ascending the slopes of the mountain to carry out his order. It is said that the smoke from the burning still rises to this day.
The tale of the bamboo cutter delves into profound themes of the human condition, exploring the transient nature of the pursuit of transcendence. The bamboo cutter symbolizes the human desire for significance and the quest for something beyond the ordinary, while the Princess Kaguya embodies the ephemeral nature of beauty and the longing for fulfillment. Through the bamboo cutter's journey and Kaguya Hime's rejection of earthly attachments, the story highlights the futility of worldly pursuits and the inevitability of impermanence. Kaguya Hime's return to the moon serves as a poignant reminder of the secular nature of life and the ultimate search for the meaning beyond the material realm. Rich in symbolism and timeless themes, the tale invites reflection on the deeper mysteries of existence and the pursuit for transcendence amidst life's fleeting moments.